The latest scandal surrounding Sunny Hostin, co-host of The View, has rocked both the media and the medical world, with her husband, Dr. Emmanuel Manny Hostin, implicated in a massive RICO fraud case involving nearly 200 defendants. The story has sparked heated debates about morality, hypocrisy, and trust in the healthcare system. Enter Joe Rogan, the outspoken podcast king, who added fuel to the fire by mocking Sunny and her show's panel. Rogan's unfiltered take, combined with the sensational nature of the allegations, has turned this into one of the most talked about scandals of the year. Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, an orthopedic surgeon with a successful practice in New York, now finds himself accused of participating in one of the largest RICO fraud cases ever filed in the state. The allegations are damning. Hostin and others are accused of running a scheme to exploit the healthcare system for financial gain, performing unnecessary surgeries, and collecting fraudulent insurance payouts. To make matters worse, the lawsuit alleges that some surgeries billed to insurance companies may not have even occurred. This web of corruption has painted a grim picture of a system where profit trumps patient care. RICO, the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, was originally designed to dismantle organized crime. It conjures images of mobsters, underground dealings, and shadowy networks. But this time, the alleged culprits aren't gangsters. They're medical professionals. The lawsuit claims that Hostin and his peers orchestrated a scheme that targeted vulnerable populations, including taxi and rideshare drivers, by billing insurance companies for procedures that were either unnecessary or completely fabricated. The scale of the case is staggering. With 180 defendants named, it paints a picture of a deeply entrenched network exploiting loopholes in the healthcare system. The plaintiffs, including the American Transit Insurance Company, ADIC, allege that Hostin received kickbacks for recommending surgeries that weren't medically justified. These procedures, often performed after minor accidents, were allegedly billed to insurance providers as more invasive, costly treatments. The lawsuit likens the scheme to a high-stakes heist, with money changing hands in an elaborate game of deception. Sunny Hostin's silence on the matter has been deafening. Normally quick to voice her opinions on controversial topics, Hostin has avoided addressing the allegations against her husband. Fans and critics alike have speculated about her motivations. Is she protecting her public image, waiting for legal counsel to weigh in? Or is she simply overwhelmed by the magnitude of the scandal? Whatever the reason, her decision to stay quiet has only fueled speculation. Joe Rogan, never one to shy away from controversy, took the opportunity to weigh in. On his podcast, Rogan criticized Sunny Hostin and The View, calling out what he saw as blatant hypocrisy. Rogan reminded his audience that Hostin has long been a vocal critic of systemic issues, lecturing viewers about morality and inequality. Yet, as Rogan pointed out, her husband is now accused of engaging in the very behaviors she condemns. Rogan didn't stop there. He took aim at the entire panel of The View, mocking their intelligence and labeling the show a rabies-infested henhouse. While harsh, his comments resonated with fans who have grown tired of what they see as performative outrage from the show's hosts. The scandal raises broader questions about the integrity of the healthcare system. If the allegations are true, they represent a betrayal of trust on a massive scale. Patients rely on their doctors to act in their best interests, not to treat them as pawns in a financial scheme. The idea that a trusted surgeon could prioritize profit over patient care is deeply unsettling, casting a shadow over the entire medical profession. The plaintiffs in the case, including ADIC, allege that they were duped out of millions of dollars. They claim that Hostin and his associates exploited New York's no-fault insurance laws, which are designed to ensure quick medical treatment for accident victims. Instead of providing necessary care, the defendants allegedly used these laws as a cover for fraudulent billing practices. The lawsuit accuses Hostin of recommending surgeries that weren't medically justified, then pocketing kickbacks from the proceeds. Hostin's legal team has come out swinging, dismissing the lawsuit as a desperate attempt by a struggling insurance company to deflect blame for its own financial woes. Daniel Thwaites, Hostin's attorney, described the case as meritless and accused Attic of trying to intimidate doctors. He painted Hostin as a dedicated professional who has spent his career helping patients, not exploiting them. However, the sheer scale of the allegations makes it difficult to dismiss the case entirely. As the scandal unfolds, it has drawn attention to systemic issues within the healthcare and insurance industries. Critics argue that the profit-driven nature of these systems creates an environment ripe for abuse. Doctors are incentivized to prioritize high-cost treatments, while insurance companies often look for any excuse to deny claims. The result is a cycle of mistrust, where patients feel like they're navigating a financial minefield rather than receiving care. Sunny Hostin's role in this drama adds another layer of complexity. As a prominent media figure, she has built her career on addressing societal issues and holding others accountable. Now, with her husband at the center of a scandal, Hostin faces scrutiny over whether her public persona aligns with her private life. Rogan's comments reflect a sentiment shared by many, that those who preach morality should be held to the same standards they demand of others. The scandal has also reignited debates about cancel culture and accountability. Should Hostin be held responsible for her husband's alleged actions? Or is it unfair to conflate her career with his legal troubles? These questions have divided public opinion, with some calling for her resignation from The View and others defending her right to continue her work. The stakes are high for both Hostin and her husband. If the allegations against Dr. Hostin are proven true, the consequences could be devastating, not just for him, but for the reputation of their family as a whole. For Sunny Hostin, the scandal threatens to undermine the credibility she has built over years in the public eye. For her husband, it could mean the end of his medical career and potential legal consequences, including hefty fines or even prison time. Meanwhile, Joe Rogan's critique has amplified the conversation, drawing attention to the broader issues at play. Rogan's podcast reaches millions of listeners, giving him a platform to challenge mainstream narratives and question the status quo. His comments about Sunny Hostin and The View reflect a growing frustration with media figures who are perceived as hypocritical or out of touch. While some view Rogan as a provocateur, others see him as a necessary counterbalance to the dominant voices in the media landscape. The legal battle promises to be a spectacle, with both sides gearing up for a fierce fight. Hostin's legal team will likely focus on discrediting the plaintiffs and challenging the evidence against him. Meanwhile, the plaintiffs will aim to prove that Hostin and his associates engaged in deliberate fraud, exploiting the system for personal gain. The outcome of the case could have far-reaching implications, not just for the parties involved, but for the healthcare and insurance industries as a whole. For now, the public can only watch as the drama unfolds. The case has already exposed uncomfortable truths about the intersection of healthcare, insurance, and profit, forcing a reckoning with the systems that shape our lives. Whether Dr. Hostin is guilty or innocent, the scandal has highlighted the need for greater transparency and accountability in these industries. As for Sunny Hostin, her silence speaks volumes. Whether she's protecting her image, awaiting legal advice, or simply overwhelmed by the situation, her decision to stay quiet has only fueled speculation. In the court of public opinion, silence is often interpreted as guilt, a reality that Hostin will have to navigate as the case moves forward. The scandal serves as a stark reminder of the complexities and contradictions of modern life. In an era where public figures are scrutinized like never before, the lines between personal and professional life have become increasingly blurred. For Sunny Hostin and her family, this case is not just a legal battle, but a test of their resilience and integrity. With every new twist and turn, the story becomes more compelling, drawing in audiences eager for the next update. As the case unfolds, it promises to be a defining moment for everyone involved, forcing them and the public to confront uncomfortable questions about trust, morality, and accountability.